Hi, I'm Adelie Habal. I am of Filipino heritage and a third-generation American citizen. For 20 years, my father served in the Air Force, and I am proud to call myself a military kid. I was saved at Maranatha Baptist Church in Okinawa, Japan, when I was 7 years old. There, I spent my early childhood growing as a new Christian and being grounded in the faith. When I was 13, our family moved to South Carolina. It was at Sumter Baptist Temple that God took a hold of my heart for missions, and I surrendered to be a missionary. I was 15 when we moved to Hawaii, where we joined Ko'olau Baptist Church. At Ko'olau, I learned to actively put my faith into practice. While in college, I majored in English and minored in music, hoping to get a job teaching English abroad and then maybe transitioning to the mission field later. But the summer before my senior year of college, my family and I went on a missions trip to Thailand. After that, I was never the same. God spoke to me about surrendering to full-time service in Thailand after graduation. So I surrendered to His calling, allowing Him to direct my steps to Thailand. Those first steps consisted of finding a sending church and a mission board. I am sent by my home church, Ko'olau Baptist Church in Kaneohe, Hawaii. These people have loved me, supported me, and prayed for me through some of the most vital years of my life. My mission board is Baptist World Missionary Outreach Ministries in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The missionary family that I'll be working with, the Fredericks, also serve with BWMOM. The Fredericks have been on the field in Thailand since December 2002 and are faithful church planters in the Hangdong area. This current step is gathering prayer and financial support. Each missionary needs much prayer support before going to the field. Mary Slessor once wrote, "Prayer is the greatest power God has put into our hands for service. Praying is harder than doing, but the dynamic lies that way to advance the kingdom." However, a missionary also needs financial support. Without the financial backing of individuals and churches, I cannot get on the field and accomplish what God has called me to do. My goal is to raise the financial support I need within a year. The next step will be immersing myself in language and culture study in Thailand. Without an understanding of the language and culture, I will never have an effective ministry. Now that you know who I am, let me tell you a little bit about where I'm going. Thailand is located in Southeast Asia in the heart of the 1040 window, an area where there are literally billions of unreached people. A closer look at the statistics reveal that while 95% of Thais claim to be Buddhist, less than 1% are professing Christians, of all denominations. The overwhelming majority of people in Thailand claim to be Buddhist simply because they have grown up with Buddhism their whole lives, and to accept a foreigner's religion, such as Christianity, is a sign of disloyalty to their country, a country they are fiercely proud of. In spite of this, Thailand is open to many opportunities for sharing the gospel in both personal and public evangelism. Missionaries who go to the public schools to teach English are often given freedom to present the Bible in their lessons, as well as in after-school clubs and activities, thus getting the gospel out to dozens, even hundreds at a time, and laying a foundation for future opportunities to witness. As I considered all the open doors of opportunity in Thailand, God laid Revelation 3:8 on my heart. "Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it." And truly, God has thrown the doors in Thailand wide open. In November 2004, the Lord allowed the Fredericks to start New Life Baptist Church, Chiang Mai. Over the years, New Life Baptist has grown as people are being saved, baptized, and discipled. When I arrive in Thailand, I will be helping this growing church by working with their children's ministry, music ministry, and outreach ministries, such as developing and distributing Bible literature and teaching English. One avenue of outreach especially close to my heart is teaching English. Though I'm not going to Thailand just to be an English teacher, I do believe teaching provides a great opportunity to reach people with the gospel. During our missions trip, I had the opportunity to teach English at a small public school in Chiang Mai. The 2 weeks spent teaching flew by, and all too soon it was time to say goodbye to the children who had so touched my heart in that short time. One student, whom I'll never forget, is Goy. What made this little girl stand out to me was her giving heart. Goy was the type of person who was always there for a friend in need and poured her heart into whatever she did. But without Christ, this sweet and sharing girl has a destiny in the eternal lake of fire. Another child that left an impression on me was a little boy named Big. He was a smart kid, and his exuberant personality was contagious. Though he sometimes caused trouble, I could tell that Big had the makings of a good leader if his energies were channeled in a more productive way. But unless someone shares the gospel with Big, he will lead others along the path he himself is traveling, to hell. Those are just two of the many students that I got to know while teaching. And although I don't remember all their names, it was such a joy to get to teach and love each precious child at that little public school where God is holding wide open a door of opportunity, an opportunity to change the direction that these children are taking and to win them to heaven with God's love. If going back for Goy, Big, and the rest of these children were the only reason for going to Thailand, I would wholeheartedly go back. I want to reach these precious souls before the devil takes a hold of them or eternity claims them. But the fact is there are so many more opportunities to share the gospel in Thailand. All these doors of opportunity are wide open, but I do not know how long they will remain open. And because none of us know what tomorrow may hold, we must act now. You've heard the statistics. Each second, 2 souls pass into eternity. In the course of a day, that is 86,400 souls facing their destiny. Sadly, most of them are facing eternal punishment in hell. But we can change those statistics. We can make a difference in our community and around the world. And today, I'm asking you to help me make a difference in Thailand. William Carey, known as the father of modern missions, said, "Expect great things from God, attempt great things for God." Indeed, God used this man to accomplish great things for him by opening India to the gospel. In the same way, Thailand is a country ready for the gospel, ready to be harvested for Christ, and I expect to see God accomplish great things in this country in the coming years. But Carey not only knew the importance of personal goals, he knew that God's great work took a team effort. After hearing William Carey preach about the pressing need for foreign missions, Andrew Fuller remarked, "There is a gold mine in India, but it seems as deep as the center of the earth." Carey's reply to this was, "I will venture down into that mine to dig, but remember, you must hold the ropes." And that's why I'm here today, to ask you to hold the ropes, not just for me, but for missionaries already on the field of Thailand and future missionaries in Thailand and throughout the world. The doors are open, and the fields are white. Will you hold the ropes and help me share the gospel in Thailand?